when a routine traffic stop spirals into a heated standoff.
That's not how you treat a lady. What the is wrong with you putting your hands on me like that for?
You're under arrest.
Or a drunken woman's erratic dash into traffic defies police efforts to ensure her safety.
Get from the car. Now what? Hold on. Don't touch me.
Please.
Listen, we're not talking to him. We're talking to him.
I'm talking to Mr. Smith.
I'm the officer in charge.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that first. I was thinking about protecting myself.
The consequences of non-compliance transform minor encounters into dramatic legal battles. A routine traffic stop takes a wild turn when a couple's desperate seat switch to evade blame unravels under a witness's gaze, sparking a tense showdown with police as accusations of deceit and the stench of alcohol fuel a spiraling confrontation. During a routine traffic stop, police officers encountered a situation that quickly escalated due to the suspect's actions. The incident began when officers pulled over a vehicle after witnessing a minor collision. A witness reported that the male driver had sideswiped another car and then attempted to flee by making a quick turn. When confronted, the couple in the vehicle, a man and a woman, switched seats in front of the witness, presumably to avoid accountability.
Who was driving? Let's see. What first? Watch your head. Get out of the car.
Can you guys get your sergeant here?
I'm in charge actually right now.
Are you an officer?
I'm the officer in charge right now. The sergeant is not working
sergeant?
today. I am the officer in charge for this shift right now.
I'm wondering why am I being under arrest? That does not make sense.
I just explained it to you.
No,
This gentleman here is signing complaints that he was driving the car and you two purposely switched vehicles.
We didn't purposely.
And I can smell the alcohol now. I'm smelling coming off your breath. And I smell the weed coming out of the car. Get out of the car. Step out of the car now.
Now.
There is no sergeant.
Okay, well then I guess I'm not getting out of the car.
I'm the officer in charge right now.
This is some bullshit. How are you gonna hear his word over mine? That is not.
I did not speak.
The officers approached the vehicle and asked the man, who was now in the passenger seat, if he had a driver's license. He admitted he did not, explaining that they were struggling and living in the car, which was why he hadn't obtained one. The woman claimed she had a valid license and had been driving, but the officers suspected otherwise based on the witness's statement. The officer in charge, acting as the shift supervisor in the absence of a sergeant, informed the couple that the witness was signing complaints against them for switching seats to deceive the police.
Get your hand off of me! Get your hand off of me! Oh my god!
Listen.
Don't put your hands on me
Let's
like
go.
that! I'm a lady, bro!
Climb over the seat if that door doesn't open and come out. Take a slow down. She's cooperating. Put your hands behind your back.
That's not how you treat a lady. What the is wrong with you putting your hands on me like that for?
You're under arrest.
No, you can't touch me like that!
You're under arrest.
You cannot touch me like that! Don't let him ever put his hands on me! That's insane, dude!
I checked them. They're double locked.
But it hurts, bro! It's so
I know,
tight!
they usually do,
It's so tight!
Try not to.
Tensions rose as the woman became confrontational, questioning why she was being arrested and refusing to exit the vehicle. The officer explained that the man's lack of a license, combined with the suspected switch, indicated criminal intent. Additionally, the officer detected the smell of alcohol on the woman's breath and marijuana emanating from the car, further escalating the situation. Despite repeated orders to step out, the woman refused, insisting she was being unfairly targeted. The officer warned that failure to comply would result in arrest for obstruction of justice.
Please don't make me ride with him. I don't want to ride with him. Don't make me ride. Please don't. I don't like. Please don't make me ride with him. Make me ride in a different car, please.
I can smell it coming from the car. So you are under arrest for obstruction of justice. He's signing complaints about it, saying you two switched right in front of him. So you got to revoke driver's license. Okay. What statute would cover them switching like that? Is that obstruction?
The woman's resistance continued, and she accused the officer of mistreating her, claiming, "That's not how you treat a lady." The officer proceeded to arrest her, placing her in handcuffs, which she complained were too tight. Meanwhile, the man was more cooperative but still faced consequences due to the couple's actions. The officers noted that the vehicle had been involved in a minor crash, and the woman's refusal to cooperate had unnecessarily complicated the situation.
Justice. okay, for the lying. You got a revoked driver's license for DUI. Apparently you had to pass DUI. You're going to get a ticket for that, and then you'll get another ticket for guessing failure to reduce speed to avoid an accident. You're looking at 3 tickets, but you're not going to jail today. The other officer and myself feel that we can handle this better on the street than taking you in, okay? Accidents happen, my man. No one's hurt. It's a small crash. The one person that made it a big deal was actually your girlfriend.
The vehicle was towed and the couple was released at the scene with a court date scheduled. The officers decided not to take them to jail, citing the minor nature of the crash and the man's relative cooperation. They emphasized that the woman's behavior had been the primary source of escalation. The officers named them more than better the factors the couple was charged with obstructing justice for allegedly switching seats to deceive the police, with additional citations issued for the man's revoked driver's license due to a prior DUI, failure to reduce speed to avoid an accident, and allowing an unauthorized person to drive. In another traffic stop, officers pulled over a vehicle for failing to stop completely at a white line, with the car positioned more than halfway into the intersection, creating a safety hazard. The female driver immediately challenged the officers, demanding to know why she was stopped. The officer requested her driver's license and insurance, but she refused to comply, claiming her license was at home and accusing the police of harassment. She insisted on recording the interaction and repeatedly asked for the reason for the stop, escalating the situation by refusing to roll down her window fully or exit the vehicle.
Bro, why did you get pulled over?
Now, what did I do to get pulled over?
Provide me with your driver's license and your insurance.
I'm not giving you my driver's license. You tell me what I did wrong.
That's not how this is going to work,
Yes, that is
ma'am.
how it works.
Unfortunately, listen to me. You're not the driver. I'm going to speak with the driver.
You on my side, though. Can you over there?
I don't want to stand in the roadway. That's a safety issue. Do you understand that?
Bro.
Give me your driver's license and your insurance card, please, ma'am.
What I did.
Let me make myself very clear.
Wait a minute, baby. Hold on, baby. Caldwell County.
Hold on. Roll down your window or you're under arrest. Step out of the car.
Wait a minute.
Step out of the car.
The officer explained that for safety reasons, he needed her to step out and provide identification. However, the woman continued to argue, claiming she was afraid for her life and accusing the officer of violating her rights. Despite multiple lawful orders to exit the vehicle, she remained inside, prompting the officer to warn that he would break the window if necessary. The woman's companion, a male passenger, also questioned the officer's actions, asking why she needed to identify herself without being told the reason for the stop.
Let me tell you exactly.
For my safety.
Hey, can I talk for just a second, please, sir? Step out of the car. Step out of the car. You are under arrest. Step out of the car. Step out of the car. You are under arrest. I will break your window if you do not get out of this car. Let me make myself very clear. Obstructing. I gave her multiple lawful orders to step out of this vehicle. You're going to step out of this vehicle, or I will forcefully remove you from the vehicle.
I'm afraid for my life. There's somebody else to try to see. I'm not.
As the situation intensified, additional deputies were called to the scene. The woman persisted in her refusal, live streaming the encounter and alleging harassment, despite the officer's assertion that he had never met her before. The officer eventually arrested her for obstructing a peace officer and resisting arrest, due to her refusal to provide identification or exit the vehicle.
Here's what's going to happen.
I don't want him to get out the car because I'm afraid of him. You hear this, you guys? I want everybody to hear this because I'm live right now.
That's fine. You can be as live as you want. I'm letting you know you're not providing me with your name and your date of birth, and you're not stepping out of the vehicle. Okay? It's as simple as that. It's not a big deal. You're turning this into a bigger deal than it needs to be.
You're breaking my rights. You're taking my rights away. That's why I'm making a big deal.
Step out of the vehicle.
That's what you got to say to that.
Step out of the vehicle.
The male passenger was also asked to step out of the vehicle, as it was to be towed due to the lack of a valid driver's license. During a search, officers found a significant amount of cash, approximately $3,200, on the man, along with what they claimed were 3 crack rocks in his pocket. The man denied possessing drugs, insisting he had a job and that the money came from legitimate family business. However, the officers suspected the cash might be proceeds of drug activity.
Hands on you, and I'm going to physically remove you from the car.
Hold on. Don't touch me.
Walk back there. Walk back there.
Walk back there.
Walk back there.
Walk back here.
I'm going to put my hands on. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
want both your guys' name and badge numbers.
It'll be on the arrest paperwork.
Your
The
picture
woman was charged with resisting arrest and obstructing justice. She was taken to be booked, but was expected to be released without a bond. The man faced more severe charges, including possession with intent to deliver and resisting arrest, with his cash confiscated for further investigation. The vehicle was towed, and the incident concluded with both individuals facing legal consequences for their non-compliance. On August 3, 2024, police officers responded to a call about a battery incident at a restaurant involving 2 employees. The following account is based on the statements provided to the authorities during their investigation.
They got in each other's face. I had to send him home because he pissed everybody off, and I was just completely over it at that point. Our other coworker got so mad because he called his mom. He's listening to everything I say. He called his mom, so you can see the evidence. He punched the basement door down there.
He punched the door down there?
Yeah, the bathroom basement door.
The guy that was just outside?
Yes.
The conflict began the previous day when one employee started an argument with a coworker over politics, despite being warned not to bring up the topic at work. The discussion quickly escalated, with the employee disrespecting his coworker for no apparent reason. The situation grew heated, with both employees getting in each other's faces. Frustrated by the disruption, the manager sent one of the employees home as his behavior had upset the entire staff. The coworker who remained was particularly angry because the instigator had insulted his mother during the argument. In a fit of rage, the instigator punched a basement bathroom door, causing damage.
Outside back there.
Okay. Is this before or after he's covered blood?
What?
This before or after he's covered
This was
blood?
before. He smacked me first, and that's what ensued all this.
Alright, let me see your face. Close your eyes.
I mean, I'm fine, but
So, how long ago did he slap you in the face?
I don't know. This happened at like 8:20, 8:30.
Okay.
Been here trying to clean up, finish pizza orders.
Okay. So, did you call your boyfriend at all?
No, he came here.
Your boyfriend came here?
The following day, the same 2 employees were at the restaurant and tensions flared again. The instigator continued to provoke the coworker, muttering under his breath and reigniting their conflict. The coworker, described as non-confrontational, became so upset that he left work in tears. During this second altercation, the instigator reportedly directed insults at another employee, a woman calling her names like fat and belittling her by saying the restaurant job was the only one she could get. This verbal harassment added to the hostile atmosphere in the workplace.
Because I can figure out whether or not you've deleted a video off of it. So I'll start from
I
the
never
back.
had the video.
I have video showing you in the back walking around videotaping it on the...
My phone was in my hand. I'll show you right now. I do not have anything in here.
Because here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you...
Nothing, no video.
Ma'am, listen
I'll go
to
to
me.
my recently deleted as well.
Listen to me. Listen to me, please.
Nothing there.
Okay? That can all be cleared, but the phone now is involved in a crime, which means that we get to confiscate it and I can send it to the lab to have them look for
Hey, I
things
don't
that
have anything in
actually
there.
was.
As the situation unfolded outside the restaurant, the woman claimed that the instigator physically assaulted her by slapping her in the face. She stated this occurred around 8:20 or 8:30 p.m. before the instigator left the premises. The woman did not immediately report the incident to the police, explaining that she was focused on protecting herself and continuing her work, which included cleaning up and finishing pizza orders. When questioned about visible injuries, she showed no clear signs of physical harm, and officers noted the absence of marks on her face.
You actually did do to him.
How was I not honest? If he hits me first, that's okay?
No, you didn't tell us that you kicked him and that you were spitting on him.
Okay, well, he hit me in my face, so...
Let's hold on to this for just a second.
I asked you if you touched him at all, and you said no. You did.
Well, he hit me. That's okay?
No, it's not. But what I'm trying to understand is why you didn't call us when he hit you.
Because I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that first. I was thinking about protecting myself.
During the investigation, the woman mentioned that her boyfriend had briefly visited the restaurant, arriving unexpectedly to say hello. However, she was reluctant to provide his name or contact information, insisting she didn't have to share it. Officers pressed her for details as they believed her boyfriend might have been involved in the altercation. The woman described him as wearing a white or black shirt, but refused to give his name, phone number, or other identifying information, even when warned that withholding it could be considered obstructing justice. She maintained that she only wanted to press charges against the instigator for slapping her.
You know who it was,
though?
No.
You do know who he is.
Okay, I know who he is, but I'm not going to give his information.
All right, well,
I'm sorry.
You're
He's supposed to be
committing a crime by doing it.
I'm not committing a
You
crime.
are.
He
You're
hit me
obstructing
first.
justice. You can't do that, okay? You can be placed under arrest for that.
I'm sorry. He hit me first. I don't know what you guys want me to say.
I need his name.
I want to press charges against him.
So what's his name?
I want to press charges against him, please.
The officers grew increasingly frustrated with the woman's lack of cooperation. They informed her that video evidence showed her kicking and spitting on the instigator, contradicting her claim that she hadn't touched him. When confronted, she admitted to the actions but justified them, saying the instigator had hit her first. She questioned why it was acceptable for a man to hit a woman and insisted she was defending herself. However, she had not called the police immediately after the alleged slap, which raised doubts about her account.
So what's his name?
I'm not giving his name. I'm sorry. I just want to press charges on him. That's all.
Okay, let me explain.
This is not okay.
I'm going to be real blunt with you, and I'm going to explain this. If you don't give me his name, you're going to end up getting arrested. Because you have information that's very pertinent to what happened here, and you're withholding that from me. That's obstructing justice.
The investigation revealed further inconsistencies. The woman denied recording any video of the incident, despite officers claiming to have footage of her holding her phone and possibly filming. She showed them her phone, including the recently deleted folder, to prove she had no video evidence, but the officers remained skeptical. They warned that her phone could be confiscated as part of the investigation, as it might be involved in a crime. The woman continued to insist she had no video and was not lying.
Not around here.
You're lying to me?
No, I'm not.
You don't know his birthday?
I just know the name. So ridiculous. Can I please press charges on him?
I gotta figure out what's going on here, because I'm getting...
As the questioning continued, the officers emphasized that her refusal to provide her boyfriend's name and other details was hindering their investigation. They warned her multiple times that she could be arrested for obstructing justice. Despite these warnings, she remained uncooperative, repeatedly stating she only wanted to press charges against the instigator. The officers noted that her story didn't add up, especially given the video evidence of her attacking the instigator. They also pointed out that she had lied about not touching him, further undermining her credibility.
Fired. I don't want to get fired too. Like, this is all I have.
So, what's his birthday? Look, I need to identify who this guy is.
Okay, well, you're going to see it when you look it up. Like,
I don't know what kind of tools you think I have to find people, but you're not giving me enough information. What's his phone number?
I don't know.
Right.
I'm not giving that to you. I'm sorry.
The woman grew increasingly defensive, expressing concern about losing her job, which she described as all I have. She argued that the instigator's behavior, antagonizing others and pointing at people, was being overlooked by the police. The officers countered that they had addressed his actions, but her lack of cooperation was complicating the investigation. Ultimately, they informed her that her continued refusal to provide information and the evidence of her actions in the video left them no choice but to take action against her.
So go ahead. She's under arrest. Because she's obviously continuing to lie to us over and over again, which she's obviously involved in all of this. So at this point, I've got nothing left. I've got no reason to believe anything she's told us, and I've got video showing that she's attacking another individual.
Which do you want, female man?
Video from somebody else before me. Trying to give you every opportunity.
You have my vape part?
Where's it at?
Where is it?
In my stomach pant. My stomach.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna have a female officer grab it.
The woman was charged with battery and obstructing an investigation based on the video evidence showing her kicking and spitting on the instigator, as well as her refusal to provide pertinent information about her boyfriend's identity. A mother's desperate call for help turns harrowing when her intoxicated daughter, found sprawled on the bathroom floor, erupts into a violent clash, fleeing barefoot to the fire station and igniting a battle of conflicting stories and betrayal. On December 1st, 2024 in Ohio, police responded to a distressing call from a mother who discovered her 26-year-old daughter, Armani, lying face down on the bathroom floor with her pants down in an apparent state of intoxication. The situation quickly escalated when Armani became aggressive after being asked to leave the residence.
Passed out in front of the kids, found in the bathroom floor, passed out in front of the kids. And her mom got on her, and then her mom, she get talking crazy, and her mom told her she had to go, and to get the car, got a little heated or whatever. Then she turns and runs out the house and trying to make a big scene.
How old is she?
She's 26.
Does she live here?
She doesn't live here. She's been staying here to visit her kids, but she don't live here. She have her own place over there in Wilb's Homes, where she's supposed to be at. She got her own place over there.
The mother, who has custody of Armani's children, explained to the responding officers that Armani does not live at the house but had been staying there temporarily to visit her kids. Armani has her own apartment in Will's Homes, where she is supposed to reside. The mother described Armani arriving home drunk and belligerent, passing out in front of the children, which led to a confrontation. The mother stated that she found Armani on the bathroom floor at around 11:38 a.m., approximately 30 minutes before the police were called. The mother attempted to wake Armani, urging her to get up because the children were present and the situation was embarrassing. This led to an argument that turned physical, with Armani allegedly swinging at her mother, who then pushed her onto a bed to protect the children. Armani subsequently fled the house without shoes, running across the street to the fire department, creating a scene.
She got her ass. She got mom. Mom beat her ass.
Hey, Armani. My name's Officer Mark Rack, Police Department. Can you get your arms out of this?
Yeah, please pull your arm out of here, okay? I'm gonna take your arm out of this cone, alright?
My brother earlier, he went to myself. I was gonna call the psychiatric ward.
Pull this arm out, okay?
And then she starts fighting me.
Well, I mean, exactly what happened. I mean, she's on the bathroom floor, passed out. Then what happened?
I'm waking her up. I'm like, are you so embarrassing? The kids are here. She like, I'm not an alcoholic yet.
The mother emphasized that Armani does not have custody of her children and has been allowed to visit to bond with them in hopes that she would work on improving her life. However, Armani's repeated behavior of returning home intoxicated was causing distress, particularly in front of the children. The mother noted that Armani's biological father had passed away, which Armani frequently brought up during the altercation, adding to the emotional tension. The mother also mentioned that Armani has a history of legal issues, including a warrant in Georgia, and that her identification incorrectly lists the mother's address as her own, despite being told multiple times to update it.
After school sometime, yeah, she helping with homework,
But
trying to get her life together. No, she has her own place.
So how does she get around? Does she have a?
She got rides.
She get people pick her up and drop her off.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Armani, what happened today?
I literally just walked in the house. I literally just got home.
Where'd you get home from?
I was just, with a friend. And it just fighting me when I got in the house. It's just her.
When officers spoke with Armani, she was visibly intoxicated and highly agitated, though she began to calm down slightly during the conversation. Officer Mark from the police department approached her at the fire department where she had fled. Armani claimed she had just arrived at the house 20 minutes prior and that her mother immediately began assaulting her without provocation. She denied being at the house earlier that morning or passing out in the bathroom, insisting she had been with a friend. Armani stated she was defending herself and described the altercation as the second time she had been assaulted by her mother, expressing her intent to press charges. She also claimed to be a co-owner of the house and presented mail and her ID, which listed the address, to support her claim of residency. However, she admitted to not paying utilities at the house and acknowledged having another apartment in Will's Homes, which she described as an extra place for privacy.
Second time, I'm pressing charges against her. The second time. the second time.
You live over there?
I'm the only girl. I'm the only girl, and it's like jealousy or something. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
So there was no conversation of any
It wasn't.
kind? You just walked in the house, got punched in the face?
She was like, oh, so, and just started swinging on me. Honestly, I can't even remember. I just defend myself. I don't even remember. I just started defending. I shoot.
The officers clarified that Armani's mother and stepfather, who have custody of the children, insisted that Armani does not live at the house and only visits occasionally. They provided evidence including a photo timestamped at 11:38 a.m. showing Armani passed out in the bathroom, contradicting her claim of arriving just 20 minutes before the police were called.
My mother doesn't even own a house. My grandma Titi owns a house. I'm a co-owner. I'm a co-owner to the house. She doesn't even own it.
Take a breath. I'm just asking how long you've been staying over there instead of Virginia.
A while.
How long is a while?
A year.
Okay.
And more. A year. It's been over a year. I get bills. I get everything. I can really show you. I can show you a bill that I just got in the bill yesterday. You look at my ID.
The officers explained that her intoxication and inconsistent account made her an unreliable witness, and they could not pursue criminal charges against her mother based on her statements. Instead, they informed Armani that she was being trespassed from the property for the day due to her behavior and intoxication. They advised her to return to her apartment in Will's Homes and offered her a ride, which she refused. The officers warned that if she returned to the property that day or called 911 without an emergency, she would face arrest for misuse of 911 or trespassing.
She was taking care of your kids, and then she swung on you.
She has custody. You should never fought me for custody if you didn't want to take care of my kids.
Okay, so she has
custody. She has custody. You fought me for years for custody over my kids.
You've been living with her, and then she got upset with you because you were okay. All right, I'll be right back, Armani. So I just have a few clarifying questions. You said you walked into the house and that's when your mom swung on you,
Bro,
right?
I haven't been in the house 10 minutes. I can literally show you timestamps. I can literally call the person that just dropped. I'm
Despite these warnings, Armani continued to argue, insisting she lived at the house and refusing to leave the area. She became increasingly disorderly, yelling and ignoring the officers' instructions to calm down or walk away. After multiple warnings, the officers arrested Armani for disorderly conduct, citing her intoxicated state and disruptive behavior. Video evidence provided by her mother showing Armani yelling and acting belligerently inside the house further supported the charge.
You're under arrest for disorderly
conduct. Are you serious?
Absolutely.
You told me I could stand on the sidewalk right there.
Right, but I'd also told you if your behavior continued, you'd be arrested. Drop the purse.
I was on the phone. I was on the phone.
You were. I've seen the video that your mom showed me of you in front of the house, yelling and screaming, acting disorderly while you are intoxicated. So you are under arrest.
I was on the phone. Are you serious, bro?
Absolutely.
Armani's accusations against her mother included claims of physical assault, stating that her mother punched her in the face upon her arrival at the house. She alleged jealousy or personal animosity as the motive and referenced a past legal battle where her mother fought for and won custody of Armani's children. Armani maintained that she was the victim, asserting that her intoxication in her own home did not justify the alleged assault. On a chaotic night, a woman's drunken rampage through traffic, yelling at cars and collapsing on the pavement sets the stage for a tense struggle with police, where her erratic defiance and a hidden knife push a rescue mission to the brink. On the evening of August 31st, 2024, Auburn police officers responded to a call about a woman, later identified as Daria, who had become heavily intoxicated at a local bar, resulting in erratic behavior that alarmed bystanders. Reports indicated she had been yelling at cars and running into traffic, raising concerns for her safety and that of others. Upon arrival, officers observed her in a disoriented state, unable to communicate coherently or function properly, which complicated efforts to assist her.
Where do you live at? What am I doing with this? Your hat?
Yeah, I was just being myself.
You're being yourself? Okay. Here, I'm going to put your hat down. Why don't you sit down on the curb?
No.
I don't want you to fall over. You're all wobbly.
I'm not wobbly.
Okay. Where do you live at? You live around here?
I forgive you, sir.
You forgive me. What did I do wrong?
You're sad.
I'm sad?
You're sad.
Not today.
Mother.
Mother. My mother?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So where's home at? Do you have any kind of like identification on you that says where your address is?
It's sad that you're sad with your mom.
Officer Marshiki, one of the responding officers, approached Daria and introduced himself as a member of the Auburn Police, explaining that they had received a call from someone concerned about her behavior, specifically mentioning reports of her yelling at cars and running into traffic. Daria vaguely acknowledged occasionally engaging in such behavior, attributing it to being in the car, a statement that lacked clarity. Noticing her unsteadiness, Officer Marshiki suggested she sit on the curb to avoid falling, expressing concern about her wobbly state. Daria denied being unsteady, insisting she was not wobbly and refused to sit down.
You're a man.
Because I'm a man. I can't control that.
Whatever.
That's the cards that I was dealt. What's going on? Where's home at? Were you over here at the bar or something? Getting a drink? Over at Knuckleheads? Schmidt's? Eddie's?
When asked about her address, Daria did not provide a clear response, instead stating that she forgave the officer and suggesting he was sad about his mother, a comment that confused him. Officer Marshiki clarified that he was not sad about his mother and continued to ask for her address or identification. Daria responded by repeating that the officer was sad about his mother and later accused him of being scared, while insisting she was not. She eventually provided her first name, Daria, and mentioned being born in May 1986, but refused to share further details, such as her address or a contact for her boyfriend, whom she claimed was worried about her.
I'm here till 7 a.m. hanging out, until I get off of work.
You feel nervous, and it's okay. You can feel nervous.
I'm not nervous.
All you want.
Should I be nervous? Why would I be nervous?
You shouldn't be nervous.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
You seem nice.
Yeah, I'm nice. Trust me, I'll take care of you.
Okay.
My whole job, my whole life has been to take care of other people.
Oh. You try to be a nurse or something? They take care of people.
I take care of like the kids and shit.
Oh, kids?
And like old people and like.
Okay.
As the interaction progressed, Daria's behavior grew more erratic. She expressed fear about the bright headlights of the police vehicle and the arrival of a fire truck, mistakenly believing it indicated something dangerous was about to happen. Officer Marshiki reassured her that the lights were merely from his vehicle and offered to let her sit in the squad car to calm her. However, Daria became more resistant, accusing the officers of judging her and describing them as boring. She also made an odd remark about the officer's personal life, questioning whether his wife was aware of his actions, to which he responded that he was not married.
The lights are quite bright.
Well, it's just my headlights.
I'm a bit scared.
Those are just my headlights. I don't even have any other lights on.
Can I just sit in there?
You want to sit in my squad? I gotta know where to take you.
I always go sit in there because I'm getting really scared. You're scaring me a lot.
I would prefer if you stayed right here. What day were you born? What am I? I've been really nice, right? How am I scaring you?
I'm decently nice, but like I'm kind of scared.
Okay, well I have some people. They're gonna come and talk to you.
Daria's inability to care for herself became increasingly evident when officers found her lying on the pavement. Officer Mashiki noted to the medics that she was unable to answer questions and appeared heavily intoxicated. Despite efforts to de-escalate, Daria's refusal to cooperate led to a physical struggle. Officers repeatedly urged her to stop moving and comply, with Officer Marshiki expressing reluctance to use handcuffs but ultimately restraining her due to her continued resistance, prioritizing her safety and that of others.
Daria, you're gonna fall over again. Daria, come here. You know her? Okay. I'm assuming your boyfriend. Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the scary back and aren't going to do anything wrong.
got a call that she's jumping out in the middle of traffic, so that's why we're here. And she can't answer any questions. Daria.
During the encounter, officers discovered a knife in Daria's bag and informed her that they would hold onto it at the Auburn police station. Daria protested, repeatedly demanding the removal of her handcuffs and accusing the officers of overreacting, describing their actions as psychotic. Despite her objections, the officers and paramedics focused on ensuring she received medical attention as her level of intoxication posed a significant risk. Daria mentioned having previously worked with autistic children, but this provided little clarity about her current state or intentions.
Daria, stop. Stop fighting with me, okay? I don't want to put you in handcuffs, okay? You cannot take care of yourself. Try down forever, bitch. I'm fighting. Stop. Daria. Stop. You gotta stop, okay? Alright. Daria.
The incident highlighted the challenges of managing individuals in severe intoxication in public settings, where their actions could endanger themselves or others. Officers noted that without proper supervision, Daria could face dangerous situations in the future. Her behavior demonstrated a lack of self-control, raising concerns about her ability to navigate such circumstances safely.
Come here. Can you step up, please? Can you sit up? Daria. You hear me? Can I have you sit on your butt?
Let me go.
Can I have you sit on your butt, please?
Let me go.
Daria, we gotta get out in the middle of the road.
And I'll be real.
Here, sit up on your butt. Alright, we're gonna stand you up, alright? 1, 2, 3.
It's your fault.
Daria was ultimately charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest due to her actions, which included yelling at cars, running into traffic, and physically resisting officers' attempts to assist her. A hotel eviction spirals into a heart-wrenching standoff as two women, blindsided by an abrupt demand to leave, face arrest and separation. Their pleas for fairness drowned out by the cold reality of Florida's trespass laws. On March 11, 2025, police officers were called to a hotel in Tallahassee, Florida, to remove two women, Aaliyah from Alabama and Destiny from Los Angeles, from the premises. The situation began when hotel staff approached the women's room and demanded they leave without initially providing a reason. Aaliyah expressed confusion, stating that they had not received a noise complaint or any prior warning, and noted that the staff members simply instructed them to leave. She explained that, in her experience, hotels typically call or knock to warn guests about noise before escalating to eviction. Destiny similarly questioned the lack of explanation, asserting that the staff's abrupt demand was unexpected.
I think I'm really being heard. That's the problem here.
I'm listening to you.
She can't tell us that we have to leave without
Actually, she can.
for noise.
Yeah, she
But
can.
if we look it up, it's illegal.
Actually, no, it's not. Listen.
No,
Hold on,
can
one
you
second.
please talk
So listen, let me explain to you.
No,
listen to me.
because she's
You
gonna,
listen, hang on.
she's gonna,
One second. Listen to me. You can lose your stuff and leave. You're being trespassed. If you refuse to do that, I'll put you
But
in handcuffs.
these are being held for the game.
Listen, I will put you in handcuffs and take you to jail. You're being trespassed now.
Just stop.
At this point, you are being trespassed.
Okay,
That's my request.
The officers, led by Officer Owens, informed the women that Florida law allows property owners, including hotels, to ask guests to leave without providing a reason. Aaliyah, citing her knowledge from Alabama, argued that a formal trespass notice was required, but Officer Owens clarified that Florida law permitted immediate trespass orders. The women felt unheard, with Aaliyah repeatedly requesting the officers to listen to their side of the story. The officers, however, maintained that refusal to comply with the hotel's request could lead to arrest.
Put your handcuffs, take you to jail.
Okay, so this is
Last chance.
No, I'm talking to him.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him because
That's fine.
clearly Officer Owens doesn't really know about what's going on.
Actually, I do.
You know,
Can you tell me what's going on?
but what we're seeing.
Listen,
is that-
we're not talking to him. We're talking
No,
to
I'm
him.
talking to Mr. Smith. That's who I'm talking to.
Okay, we're talking
So
to
what we're
Mr.
saying
Smith.
is nobody ever knocked on our door.
We never got a call saying, hey, ma'am, you're making a lot of noise. Can you please keep it down? She came straight to our door and said, you guys have to leave. That's all she did.
Can we talk? Can we say something?
As tensions escalated, Destiny resisted leaving, asserting that she had paid for the room and her name was on the reservation. The officers reiterated that the hotel's decision was legally binding, and non-compliance would result in jail time. When Destiny continued to refuse to gather her belongings, Officer Owens arrested her for trespassing. Aaliyah, distressed, pleaded with the officers not to take her friend, explaining that they had traveled together from Alabama to Tallahassee en route to Miami, with plans to leave the next day via Greyhound bus. She expressed fear of being left alone in an unfamiliar city, begging to stay with Destiny, even requesting to be arrested to remain with her.
I'm not being disrespectful.
So get your stuff. Let's walk and talk.
Can I please
Let's walk
talk
and talk.
to
You're
you?
being loud. There's people out here.
I'm sorry.
Let's walk and talk. Come on.
Listen, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm sorry for holding your hand or anything like that. If you don't feel uncomfortable, I'm trying to talk to you. But honestly, they didn't call us and tell us that. Okay, so I didn't know that. I'm from Alabama, so I didn't know that. But listen, exactly.
Do you want to grab your stuff now?
The officers offered to help Aaliyah find an affordable hotel, noting her claim of having only $140, which she needed for her bus ticket. Aaliyah, however, insisted she had nowhere to go and continued to focus on staying with Destiny. She admitted to researching trespassing laws online, believing they supported her case, but the officers corrected her misunderstanding of Florida law. As they escorted Aaliyah to collect her belongings, she continued to plead for Destiny's release, emphasizing that Destiny's name was on all their reservations, leaving her feeling stranded.
You guys don't understand that you're gonna, like, there's nothing, I paid for this room. My name's on the room.
I'm trying to explain the law to you. You're not listening to me.
But it's okay. Usually when I'm in a hotel room, they will come to the door, but I'm not yelling. That's what you're not understanding. My voice is at a very, like low tempo.
Your friend can get your stuff out of there.
Okay.
Take her to a car. Put her in the car. Look, she's under arrest. Give us the key to the
I'm
room.
not going, like, calm down. Don't cry.
The officers encouraged Aaliyah to act independently, explaining that Destiny's refusal had turned a civil matter into a criminal one. Aaliyah's emotional outbursts included frustration and accusations that the officers were not on her side. Despite their efforts to assist, Aaliyah remained fixated on staying with Destiny, even asking what she needed to do to be arrested. The officers refused to entertain this request, urging her to find another hotel. The situation concluded with Destiny being taken to jail, while Aaliyah was left to navigate her next steps alone, still pleading for her friend's release.
Oh, trespassing for what? After one, you said?
Warning.
Oh, after a warning.
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't warned. Unfortunately, I wasn't warned that I was making noise or I was trespassing.
That's fine.
That's not fine.
Where are you from?
Alabama.
Where is she from?
Los Angeles.
Destiny was charged with trespassing and resisting without violence due to her refusal to leave the hotel after the trespass warning and her behavior during the interaction with the officers. A night at Sarasota Food and Beer spirals into chaos as a drunken couple, Hector and Alexia, disrupt the peace, defy police, and erupt into domestic violence in front of their 5-year-old son, Angelo. On February 16, 2025, a troubling incident unfolded at Sarasota Food and Beer, a local bar and restaurant. The evening began with a group of patrons, including a couple and their 5-year-old son, Angelo, causing a disturbance. The bar manager, frustrated by their disruptive behavior, asked the entire group to leave. When they refused to comply, the manager requested that police intervene, leading to the group being trespassed from the property.
Plastered and you're sitting in the driver's seat of the car with the keys on.
Okay.
So,
who is sitting? No.
Baby,
They say that I strangled you. Let's see the cameras. What are they accused of? And we go. Let's see the cameras. Let's see the cameras. Okay.
That's what we're gonna do. All right, perfect.
Officers arrived promptly and addressed the situation, instructing the couple, Hector and Alexia, along with their friends, to leave. Both Hector and Alexia appeared heavily intoxicated, but assured the officers they were not driving. The group left the premises, walking down the street, and the officers considered the matter resolved. However, just 20 minutes later, a second call brought police back to the scene, this time with a far more serious report.
I know Angela's right there. These motherfuckers you're supposed to protect. You're supposed to protect.
Stand back from me.
Why you not protecting me? No. Tired of them. Tired of you.
Stop.
Stupid ass truck ass.
Stop.
No.
An employee at the restaurant had witnessed a violent altercation in the parking lot. According to the employee, Hector was seen grabbing Alexia by the arms and pinning her against their green car while she screamed, "Leave me alone, I'm going to die." The employee, who had been taking out the trash, quickly retreated inside to avoid being noticed, but reported the incident to the authorities. The restaurant staff also began reviewing security camera footage to verify the account.
Why?
Back up.
No.
Back up.
Why you touching me? No.
Just be detained.
When officers returned, they found Hector and Alexia still in a heated confrontation. Alexia was in the driver's seat of their vehicle with the keys in the ignition, despite her clear intoxication. Hector was in the back seat, equally inebriated. Their young son Angelo was present, witnessing the chaos. The officers attempted to separate the couple to de-escalate the situation, placing Hector in handcuffs temporarily to calm things down. However, Alexia grew increasingly agitated, accusing the officers of targeting them unfairly and shouting profanities.
Papi, come here. It's no problem. Come here, papi.
You're okay.
You see me.
You're okay, buddy.
Come
We're
here.
just trying to figure stuff out.
Come here, papi.
36.
Please, you got me.
As the situation escalated, Alexia admitted that Hector had been choking her, though she later wavered on her statement. Hector denied the allegations, insisting he was only trying to calm her down and suggesting the cameras would prove his innocence. He repeatedly interrupted the officers, demanding explanations and claiming he was unaware of the earlier trespass order. Despite his pleas to review the footage, the officers proceeded based on the witness's account and the couple's behavior.
I haven't used force yet, so I'll let you guys, unless you need me. So you were back there?
I was going to take the trash out.
Yeah.
So when I was taking the trash out, I heard somebody screaming. So when I heard somebody screaming, that's when I came out there and I told him.
The officer spoke gently to Angelo, who was visibly distressed. He described his mother as grumpy and mean when tired, but insisted she was a good mother to him. He expressed confusion about why his stepfather, Hector, was in handcuffs and worried about losing his family. The officers reassured him that his parents loved him and that they were working to resolve the situation. They promised he would see his mother again soon, though they could not specify how long she might be detained.
My dad died. My dad died.
So he's your stepdad?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
His name's Hector.
Okay.
I don't even know what I am cup. I know you were driving. Why'd you put me on cup?
I've already told you. I'm trying to tell you again, but you keep cutting me off.
Okay, so
Would
you
you like
can...
to-
No, can you cut me off?
No.
Oh, no?
No.
Okay, what's your number, your badge?
Collins, 1830.
Okay.
While trying to manage the scene, the officers faced further resistance from Alexia. She became combative, fighting against them as they attempted to secure her. Her actions complicated the already tense situation, and the officers noted her presence in the driver's seat with the car's keys as evidence of intent to drive under the influence. The couple's car remained parked on the restaurant's private property, violating the earlier trespass order. The officers informed the restaurant staff that the vehicle could be towed at their discretion, as the couple was now subject to arrest for returning to the premises.
I have the literally privilege to listen why you stop me. It's the fight demand. You have to give me a reason why you stop me.
I just did, and you're not listening because you're drunk.
Oh, so what?
Yes,
So
you
you
are.
give me
You
the
read.
reason? No. You give me a reason that you stop me because of my wife?
As the officers prepared to transport Hector and Alexia, they reflected on how avoidable the situation had been. They had explicitly warned the couple to leave and take an Uber home, emphasizing that driving in their condition was not an option. Instead, the couple's decision to return and attempt to drive led to their arrests, leaving young Angelo in the care of a relative.
He's trying to say you have a little more room.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to...
No, I know. There you go. Watch your foot. So did they explain what happened?
No.
No one's explained? So we responded out to Sarasota Food and Beer.
The incident left a lasting impression on the officers, who expressed sympathy for Angelo, who was caught in the middle of his parents' turmoil. The night, which began with a simple request to leave a bar, spiraled into a series of poor decisions, resulting in serious consequences for both Hector and Alexia.
And so while we're trying to figure that out, we're trying to split them up to diffuse the situation. We put Hector in handcuffs just for the time being, just to calm him down. Your sister goes, just 1 second, buddy, okay? 1 second, okay?
Alexia faced charges of driving under the influence, battery on a law enforcement officer, and criminal trespass. Hector was charged with criminal trespass and domestic battery for the reported physical altercation with Alexia. A group of high school girls causes a scene, with one intoxicated young woman challenging cops and defending her sister, leading to a tense standoff and a dramatic arrest. On January 5, 2023, police officers were dispatched to a high school following reports of a group of disorderly females causing a disturbance and refusing to leave the premises, despite being asked to do so. The situation escalated as officers arrived to address the issue.
Don't cheat on me. I didn't do nothing wrong. Don't cheat on me.
She gotta go.
Don't cheat on me because I didn't do nothing wrong. It's peaceful, but it's gonna be peaceful when I'm up.
The group was disruptive and uncooperative, with some individuals defying the officers' instructions. One woman, later identified as possibly 22, was particularly confrontational, arguing with both security guards and police. She claimed she had done nothing wrong and accused others of disrespecting her. She appeared intoxicated, with slurred speech and the smell of alcohol. When questioned about her age, she stated she was 21, but officers suspected she might be younger, possibly around 15, due to her appearance and inconsistent responses. Officers attempted to de-escalate by urging the group to leave the property to avoid arrests for trespassing. However, the woman refused to comply, repeatedly demanding that officers and security not approach her and challenging their authority. She threatened physical confrontation, asserting she was not afraid of anyone, including the police. Despite warnings that her actions could lead to arrest, she continued to resist. The woman's defiance intensified as she criticized the officers and security, questioning their roles and suggesting they confront her without their uniforms. She maintained she had been respectful, but felt unfairly targeted. Her behavior grew more aggressive, and she rejected efforts to calm her down. She also expressed concern for her little sister, indicating her sister was involved, which heightened her agitation. As the confrontation continued, the woman's actions drew encouragement from her peers, some of whom supported her defiance. Officers repeatedly directed the group to leave, but she refused, invoking her rights and accusing the police of targeting her sister unjustly. Her agitation increased when she saw her sister being detained.
Y'all gonna arrest them. Why would you want to do that? Because I want to do that. I'm not scared of nobody. Okay. I ain't scared of no cops. Cops don't scare me. Let's go.
The situation reached a critical point when officers detained an individual, likely her sister, after a report of someone striking a security guard. The woman denied the allegations, insisting her sister was innocent. Despite her objections, her sister, identified as Tiara, was arrested and taken into custody. Officers attempted to provide information, explaining that Tiara would be taken to the station and might need to appear in court the next morning. They offered to take the woman's contact details to keep her informed, but she remained hostile, insulting the police and accusing them of mishandling the situation. She continued to threaten violence and warned officers not to approach her.
Take your hands out my sister. Nobody
following. You gotta stay here.
But that's my little sister. I got all rights to follow.
I'm trying to give you the info. I'm trying to help you guys.
Don't get no. Watch out. Get the out my face before I smack y'all.
Hey, stop.
No.
That's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen?
No.
If my mind tells me, then that's gonna happen.
In a final effort to resolve the situation, officers directed the woman to leave the premises and guided her away from the scene. She reluctantly complied but continued to express anger, insulting the officers and asserting her lack of fear. The officers emphasized that the situation was escalating unnecessarily and urged her to avoid further consequences.
Timmy first. Now what up? You wanna fight? You wanna fight? I'm not scared of you, bro. Oh, baby, I'm not. Oh my dear mama, I'm not scared of you. You dumbass. You stupid ass. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
The incident underscored the difficulties officers face when managing uncooperative individuals in tense situations. Despite efforts to maintain order and provide clear instructions, the woman's resistance and aggressive behavior complicated the response, leading to arrests and increased tensions. Then she was charged with aggravated battery on a police officer. Tammy, a drunk woman, wreaks havoc in a supermarket, harassing shoppers, refusing to cooperate with police, and boasting about her martial arts skills, escalating to a handcuffed takedown. On January 13, 2025, deputies responded to a call from a public supermarket regarding a suspicious, possibly intoxicated woman named Tammy. The caller reported that Tammy had jumped in front of him on the sidewalk, waving her arms and shouting phrases like "happy, happy" while jumping up and down. She attempted to grab his arm, prompting an unknown male to intervene and hold her back briefly. The caller noted a strong smell of alcohol on her and described her as a white female wearing a purple shirt. The incident occurred in an aisle near the back of the supermarket where Tammy was seen behaving erratically, harassing passersby.
She a little trip with the kids, man. She's a nice person.
She can't go grabbing on anybody, though.
Yeah, I'm saying. The kid came to me. The kid told me that
who are you?
It was misunderstanding. I'm a friend.
Yeah,
I will get you
grab
fist
on anyone. I made sure that those kids weren't doing what they
I knew
did.
you was coming. I'm happy you came, man. Everything's okay, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Witnesses recounted Tammy's behavior as disruptive. She approached people, including children, in a way that made them uncomfortable, grabbing at them and acting unpredictably. One witness mentioned that Tammy had been helped to her car by a man suggesting she intended to drive despite her apparent intoxication. The caller emphasized that her actions, including trying to grab a child, were inappropriate and alarming, though Tammy later claimed the children had touched her first.
So let's start this over. Now give me your ID. And the next time I ask for it, you don't give it to me, you will go to jail today. I am not going to continue to ask for it. This is my last time asking for it. Give me your ID.
When deputies arrived, they found Tammy uncooperative. She was loud, argumentative, and repeatedly refused to provide her identification when asked. Deputies attempted to de-escalate the situation, explaining that she needed to comply to avoid further trouble. Tammy insisted she had done nothing wrong, claiming she just wanted to go home to cook soup for her landlord. She mentioned living at Riverbridge with a 73-year-old woman named Nora Drew, born in 1951. Despite multiple requests, Tammy continued to resist providing her ID, escalating tensions by shouting and refusing to follow instructions.
610 Alpha 21. I didn't hit anyone.
Yeah, 10 for guide. 87 Charlie, Foxtrot, Hotel Whiskey.
I didn't hit anyone, huh?
Deputies informed Tammy that she could not drive due to her apparent intoxication and offered to arrange for someone to pick her up. Tammy rejected this, insisting she would walk home, which deputies could not allow given her condition and the public safety risk. She grew increasingly agitated, yelling profanities and accusing the deputies of targeting her unfairly. At one point, she claimed to have martial arts skills and threatened that anyone she hit would go down big time. Her behavior alternated between defiance and pleas to be let go, insisting she had a broken knee and was in pain.
Who do you have to come pick you up? First off, who do you live with?
I live in
So who do you live with?
River Bridge, Nora Drew.
Okay, so who do you live with?
Nora Drew.
Who's that?
Right over here.
No, who? Who all lives in your house?
Me and Nora Drew.
Who is Nora Drew?
Emergency Medical Services, EMS, was called to assess Tammy's condition. Medics checked her vitals and blood sugar, finding no immediate need for hospitalization. Tammy denied needing medical attention, repeatedly stating her desire to go home. However, her refusal to comply with deputies' instructions, including sitting in the patrol car for processing, led to her being placed under arrest. She resisted physically and verbally, kicking and shouting as deputies attempted to secure her in the vehicle. Tammy demanded to see video evidence of her alleged actions, insisting she had not assaulted anyone and that the deputies were fabricating charges.
Get anything wrong? Get in the car. Call my lawyer right now.
Get in the car, Tammy.
No. Give me nuts.
Tammy.
You're not gonna. What did I do?
You're pushing my button.
After being cleared by EMS, Tammy was transported to the district station. She continued to protest, claiming she was being arrested for no reason and that the charge was baseless. Deputies explained that she was being charged with resisting without violence, but Tammy maintained her innocence, threatening to involve her lawyer and asserting that the judge would dismiss the case. She accused the deputies of misconduct, claiming they should be the ones in handcuffs for arresting her without cause.
Do anything wrong? No. I didn't do anything wrong. No. I didn't do anything wrong.
Tammy.
I didn't do anything wrong. No. I didn't do anything.
Throughout the ordeal, Tammy's behavior remained erratic. She oscillated between pleading to be taken home and angrily confronting the deputies, at times offering them money to let her go. She expressed frustration about being unable to return to her car and repeatedly questioned the validity of her arrest. Deputies maintained that her refusal to follow lawful orders necessitated the arrest, and they proceeded with the necessary paperwork at the station.
Serious? These freaking idiot cops. Drop that one, please. I resisted arrest. They drop it anyway. I don't have to pay a thing. They just call the cops idiots for doing it. If I ever have to go to jail, they call you guys a bunch of idiots. Judges can't stand cops.
Come.
No. Don't.
Yes.
All right, come.
It's no problem.
The charges against Tammy included public intoxication and resisting an officer without violence, stemming from her disruptive behavior, refusal to provide identification, and non-compliance with deputies' lawful orders. Brenda, wanted on a warrant, flees police on her bike, fakes a seizure to dodge arrest but is ultimately subdued and faces a slew of serious charges. On August 7, 2024, an officer on bicycle patrol spotted a woman identified as Brenda riding past him. Recognizing her from an active warrant, the officer attempted to stop her as she continued to ride. Brenda appeared aware of the officer's presence, glancing back repeatedly while pedaling down the street. The officer issued a verbal warning and instructed her to stop, but Brenda refused, expressing fear of arrest and continued riding.
Go ahead and get me. Come on, Brenda. Scare St. George.
The pursuit began on Bayfront, with Brenda turning onto Cuna Street, cutting through River and Fort, and heading toward St. George Street. The officer repeatedly ordered her to stop, warning that he would push her off the bicycle if she did not comply. Despite these commands, Brenda persisted, stating she could not stop because she would be arrested. As she continued to evade, the officer pushed her off the bicycle, causing her to fall. Brenda quickly got up and attempted to flee on foot down St. George Street. The officer caught up to Brenda and attempted to place her in handcuffs. At this point, Brenda began exhibiting behavior consistent with a feigned seizure, a tactic the officer noted she had used in prior arrests. He instructed her to stop, asserting that her act was ineffective. Other officers arrived to assist and Brenda was secured. During the encounter, she continued to resist passively, refusing to sit up or cooperate, which officers recognized as a recurring pattern.
Brenda, stop it.
No.
A search of Brenda's person was conducted, prompted by her recent association with an individual arrested 2 days prior with fentanyl. This raised suspicions that Brenda might possess illicit substances. The search revealed items supporting these suspicions, though specific details were not immediately documented. Officers also noted Brenda's clothing during the interaction.
And I was like, Brenda, stop. Brenda, stop. So we started coming down Kuna Street, and I was like, no, Brenda, stop. She's like, no, please don't arrest me. I was like, Brenda, stop. And she said, no, you're going to arrest me. And so I was like, Brenda, if you don't... So I was like, Brenda, if you don't stop, I'm going to push you off that fucking bike.
Fire rescue was called to evaluate Brenda due to her alleged seizure activity. Her vitals were found to be stable, and medical personnel cleared her, determining no hospital visit was necessary. The officer noted that the jail had accepted Brenda in a prior arrest despite similar behavior, indicating familiarity with her tactics.
Brenda, knock it off. Stop, Brenda. Oh, well, just lay on her back. Step, Barbie, stick back to primary. Brenda, stop.
Brenda's resistance continued as officers attempted to place her in the patrol vehicle. She refused to sit up or comply, complicating efforts due to the cramped seating. Officers collected her shoes and other property, noting their poor condition. Eventually, Brenda was secured in the vehicle, though she remained uncooperative.
Brenda, last time you did this was much easier when you actually sat up.
During the process, an officer's key fob became tangled with Brenda's belongings, prompting a brief effort to retrieve it. Officers confirmed all property was accounted for. They also discussed Brenda's history, noting this was her third or fourth instance of similar behavior during arrests. They observed that she was physically capable of riding and running before feigning a medical issue once handcuffed.
There you go. 10-13 on 1, St. George Stream, high apology.
The scene was cleared and Brenda was transported to the jail. Officers reflected on her familiarity with the arrest process and her consistent attempts to delay it through noncompliance.
If I'm breaking your truck, just let me know.
No, it's okay.
Come on. Yeah, get out of the car. Come on.
Brenda was charged with possession of a Schedule II substance, possession of paraphernalia, and resisting an officer without violence. She was sentenced to 24 months of probation, 50 hours of community service, and ordered to pay fines. A domestic argument in Ohio turns violent when Samantha Harvey injures her boyfriend, leading to an emotional arrest as both try to shield each other from the cops. On November 23, 2024 in Ohio, law enforcement responded to a domestic dispute call at an apartment complex. Upon arriving at apartment 11, officers encountered a man with visible scratches on his neck and face, appearing as though he had been choked. The scene was tense, with a ring camera capturing parts of the interaction, adding another layer of scrutiny to the unfolding events.
What's going on? Come over here. Over here.
Oh, over there. I got the ring camera right there, I ain't gonna lie.
That's fine, go over there.
What's going on?
Nothing, I'm gonna be right here though, just because of the camera.
The man, who was not named in the account, opened the door, seemingly caught off guard. He explained he was tidying up the apartment and appeared agitated, repeatedly referencing the ring camera footage as evidence of his actions. He insisted nothing significant had occurred, claiming he and his girlfriend Samantha Harvey had merely argued. Despite the officer's request for him to step outside for a clearer conversation, he was reluctant, emphasizing his discomfort with police entering his home without explicit permission. He mentioned having 2 lawyers, suggesting he was familiar with such situations and protective of his rights.
Oh, yeah, bro, this ain't your first time here.
Exactly.
She's been here multiple times. That's what I'm saying.
So what happened tonight?
We argued. That's it. Tonight.
So it was no physical. So you got scratches on your neck,
I'm
all
telling
over
you,
your arm.
bro.
You breathing hard. You doing
Because y'all just scared the f out of me. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't hear me calling your name?
The officers pressed for details, noting the fresh scratches on his face and neck, which were still bleeding. The man denied they were recent, attributing them to earlier activities like giving his dog Buddy a bath. He maintained that the argument with Samantha was verbal, not physical, and dismissed the injuries as insignificant. His demeanor oscillated between cooperative and defensive, insisting the police check the ring footage to corroborate his story.
Bunch of bullshit. We just got drunk. I'm trying to lay down and just go to sleep. Like, why are y'all here?
You said what?
Why are y'all here? I'm trying to lay down and go to sleep.
Because someone called.
Inside the apartment, Samantha Harvey was found lying down, attempting to sleep. She appeared intoxicated and initially downplayed the incident, stating they had been drinking and arguing over trivial matters. When questioned about the scratches on her boyfriend's face, she hesitated, but eventually admitted to causing them. She explained that she had grabbed him disrespectfully during a heated moment, trying to prevent him from leaving the apartment. She expressed regret, emphasizing that her actions were not malicious but stemmed from frustration and a desire to resolve their conflict.
I hear what y'all saying.
Something happened.
But
right?
yeah, we argued. And you can look at the ring camera. That's what I'm saying. I got hook footage. This is my nigga.
You can see the ring camera, I don't care, but I just want you to step out here. I want to see your face in the light.
Sure.
Step out here, I just want to see your face in the light.
All right, bet. The way you asked, you feel me? None on me.
All right, look up for me. And you're telling me none of them scratches is fresh?
Fresh, no.
This one is definitely fresh.
No,
It's
bro,
still
look at my
bleeding,
hands, bro.
It's still bleeding.
Like, none of them is fresh.
Well, I don't understand. What are you covering?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. I understand.
Look, your nose is bleeding. Something happened.
Samantha's account revealed a pattern of arguments, with both parties familiar to the police from prior calls. She described the scratches as self-inflicted in a moment of emotional distress, demonstrating to her boyfriend that she could harm herself. She also mentioned a knee injury, claiming it resulted from tripping while trying to stop him from leaving. Her narrative was emotional, marked by apologies and pleas for understanding, as she acknowledged her fault but insisted it was not indicative of an abusive relationship.
Literally, it was like, bro, I'm done arguing with you. Like the f down. Went like this, got him, tried to lay him down. I went and lay down.
Can you put the
He
dog in
got
there?
into it. He's not harmful or nothing. I promise.
Where you
His
at?
name's Buddy. Come here, Buddy. And he yelled at me. And I went like this to myself. I was like, you think this hurts? Like, on some dumb weird shit.
So what y'all's arguing?
We argued, that's it.
What y'all's arguing about?
Just life, I guess, truthfully. Like, we was arguing, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm confused. Me and y'all normally hear from my baby moms. That's not my baby moms. That's my girlfriend.
Okay.
Y'all normally hear, and I was like, yeah, bro. It was some domestic. You feel me? I would be like honest. This time we was just arguing, bro. Like, we wasn't none of that.
What'd he say?
He ain't say nothing.
Famous.
How long you been living here?
Like, probably 3 or 4 months.
3 or 4 months. Is this your boyfriend, you said?
Yeah. We did get into it, though. And I
The man, meanwhile, continued to deny that Samantha had touched him violently, suggesting she was scared into admitting fault by the police presence. He maintained that the scratches were not from her and reiterated his earlier story about the dog. Despite his insistence, the officers were unconvinced, pointing out the visible injuries and the inconsistencies in their stories. They emphasized the need for accountability, noting that mutual injuries could allow them to advise and leave, but one-sided aggression required further action.
No, I'm not doing that.
What?
I can't do that.
You can't do it.
No.
Alright.
Please don't do that.
Alright.
Please don't
Sit
do
down.
that. Please don't do
Sit
that.
down.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna tell
gonna
you
hurt,
again.
like,
Sit
do
down.
no weird shit, but please don't do that.
Workman,
No.
can you come in here and sit with her?
Really?
The conversation grew heated as the man accused the officers of scaring Samantha into a false confession. He expressed frustration, claiming she was a good person who didn't deserve trouble. However, Samantha's admission to grabbing and scratching him shifted the focus. The officers, after assessing the situation, decided to take action, asking Samantha to stand and place her hands behind her back. She complied, visibly distressed, insisting she wasn't abusive and pleading not to be jailed. The man protested, arguing she hadn't touched him, but the officers proceeded, stating that someone needed to be held accountable, given the frequency of their calls to the residents.
Y'all can say he was, but my lawyer would say he wasn't.
Well, then I guess that's between him and your lawyer.
Alright, so what's up with the scar, Leonface?
The scar? I thought you said something. Yeah, no, ain't nothing about her. No, yeah, no. My dog.
Your dog?
Yeah, I gave him, it was earlier though, I gave him a bath.
You mind taking this off?
Yeah, they already had me do that.
No, you mind taking it off?
You kind of mind, I ain't gonna lie.
Why not?
Because it's on my neck.
As Samantha was escorted away, she reiterated her regret, framing the incident as part of a broader need for change in their relationship. The man, left with the officers, expressed disbelief and frustration, urging them to review the footage and reconsider. The officers, however, maintained that the visible injuries and Samantha's admission left them no choice. The incident concluded with a somber acknowledgement that such disputes required intervention to prevent escalation.
Alright, just stand up for me. Go ahead and stand up. No. Stand up. Put your hands behind your back. It's alright. We're going to get through this together, okay?
Samantha Harvey was arrested and charged with domestic violence, reflecting the physical altercation she admitted to initiating. The charges stemmed from her actions of grabbing and scratching her boyfriend, which resulted in visible injuries, as confirmed by the police at the scene.
Laura, banned from an apartment complex, defiantly returns, resists police, and attacks them, turning a simple eviction into a chaotic arrest.
On January 27, 2025, police officers responded to a call at an apartment complex regarding a woman, Laura, who had been previously evicted and was reportedly trespassing on the property. The call came from the building's administration, who recognized her as someone banned from the premises since August 1st, 2024.
Laura, what she do?
Well, they think that she's supposed to be banned and she's not supposed to be staying here.
Oh, no, she's not banned. She's not banned.
I need to see your license real quick to make sure you're not banned.
Hey, she lost her ID. She's been asking me.
Okay, we'll have her step over here. So
Laura, could you step over here? Okay, well, could you come over here with the officer?
Just figure out what you're trying to tell me to do.
Could you come here?
I'm not going to do that, no.
Upon arrival, officers approached the apartment where Laura was located. They knocked on the door and a man answered, initially claiming Laura was not banned and resided with him. He appeared confused and defensive, questioning the officer's presence and insisting Laura had a right to be there. The officers explained that the building's front office had reported Laura as banned and they needed to verify her status.
Laura, would you come here? Oh, man. Would you get up and come here? Because it's quite obvious. It is a good reason.
The man reluctantly called for Laura to come to the door, but she was uncooperative, refusing to step forward or engage directly with the officers. The man continued to argue, claiming Laura had been staying with him and was only doing laundry. He mentioned a prior incident with police the previous day, describing it as a surprise event, but provided no clear details. The officers pressed for clarification, noting that the building's rules prohibited unauthorized individuals from staying in the apartments.
No, it was a surprise attack. I opened up the door, I was mopping and sweeping. I'm out money then.
Yep.
When I opened up the door, the guy got his gun out like this shit. I said, hey,
So it
man.
wasn't for you guys.
Yeah, evidently,
I was doing the laundry. He's doing it now.
As the conversation progressed, the man grew increasingly agitated, insisting Laura had been living with him since they were homeless together. He argued that he was looking out for her well-being as it was cold outside, and he didn't want her to be left on the streets. However, the officers reiterated that Laura's presence violated the terms of his lease, as she was not an approved resident. They emphasized that the building's administration had explicitly banned her, and her continued presence could jeopardize his tenancy.
Okay, can we come in and remove her?
Sorry for yelling at you, boys. You're way out of control. Out of line.
Laura, would you come here, please? Oh, man, let me get her, man.
We're not leaving.
She's
coming out, so either give us permission to come in and remove her, or we're going to go down and let them know that you're not cooperating and you're violating the terms of your lease.
Man, why would you? Laura.
Laura remained uncooperative, refusing to come to the door or comply with the officers' requests. The man attempted to mediate, claiming he had paperwork to prove Laura's right to be there, but he failed to produce any documentation. The officers warned that if Laura did not leave voluntarily, she would face arrest for trespassing. They also informed the man that his refusal to cooperate could lead to further consequences, including violating his lease terms.
Then do it. Then do it. I'm not playing games all day long. I'm going to send my partner downstairs to let him know that you're not cooperating.
The situation escalated when Laura finally appeared but refused to put on a shirt or gather her belongings as requested. She became confrontational, yelling at the officers and accusing them of harassment. The man continued to argue, insisting Laura was not doing anything wrong and that the officers lacked proper paperwork to justify their actions. The officers countered that they had confirmed with dispatch that Laura was banned from the property and her refusal to leave constituted a violation of the law.
Grab her a shirt. Check him, double lock him, doing everything.
Y'all can't do this. Anthony, get me the fuck out. Yes, you can.
We would sit up there and would cooperate with them.
I was getting my shit.
As tensions rose, Laura resisted the officers' attempts to escort her out. She removed her shirt entirely, further delaying compliance, and began gathering her belongings erratically. The officers repeatedly asked her to cooperate, warning that continued resistance would lead to arrest. At one point, another individual was discovered hiding in the apartment's shower, complicating the situation further. The officers questioned the man about this person's presence, noting that it added to the lease violations.
Shower?
No, he
What are you doing in here?
Man, look, bro.
Yeah, we're letting them know that you got her in here and you got other guys hiding in the shower.
That man went in the shower. I ran in there and started him in there.
Yeah, okay.
You know what, man? Look.
Yeah, I know. Keep going.
You make it seem like the woman don't have no right.
She doesn't. She's banned.
She does have rights.
No, she does not. Not when she's already banned from the property. We're on the front. Yeah. Well, that's not going to stay.
When the officers attempted to remove Laura from the apartment, she physically resisted, leading to a struggle. The man accused the officers of assault, claiming they were mishandling Laura while she continued to demand her phone and other belongings. During the altercation, Laura allegedly kicked an officer in the leg, escalating the incident further. The officers restrained her and informed her that she would be taken into custody.
Resisted arrest.
I got a purse.
And I've got video.
She didn't fit.
Okay, good to go. You're not going with us.
That's not my purse.
It's not your purse?
No.
All right, it's not her purse. She doesn't want it.
The man followed the officers as they escorted Laura out, continuing to argue and claiming the officers were breaking the law. He insisted on accompanying Laura, but the officers refused, stating that he was not allowed to ride with them. They advised him to return to his apartment and address the issue with the housing authority, as his actions risked further violations of his lease.
They don't have nothing. They don't have no paperwork. They don't have shit.
And if they do have it, I know it's
Go up there. Get up there. Call the police now, would you please?
Ultimately, Laura was removed from the property and taken into custody. The officers noted that the situation could have been resolved with a simple citation if Laura had cooperated initially. However, her resistance and actions during the encounter led to additional charges. The woman, Laura, was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest, and criminal trespassing.
Maya, enraged, hurls household items at her children's father over a parenting dispute, resulting in a domestic battery arrest in her own chaotic home. On November 15, 2024, police officers responded to a domestic disturbance call at a residence where a heated argument had escalated into violence. The conflict involved a woman named Maya and her child's father, who had been living at her home intermittently for 6 months. The two had known each other for a decade, sharing 3 children, though they had not been in a romantic relationship for 5 or 6 years. He occasionally stayed at Maya's house to babysit their children while she worked or when he needed a place to stay. They maintained separate sleeping arrangements, emphasizing they were not together romantically.
Okay. You see a function and
Did you pour anything on?
Yeah, pop. You see right there, pop.
Okay.
He's laying right there. You want to get the fuck up, so I pour pop on it.
Okay. How long have you two been together for?
We ain't been together. I've known him for 10 years. He's my baby daddy for 10 years.
Okay.
We haven't been together in like 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
He babysits the kids for me while I go to work. He stays here sometimes when he needs a place to stay, but we don't even sleep in the same room, in the same bed, nothing. We're not together, nothing.
Okay.
You don't even have to be here.
Okay. So you guys have been together, or not together,
We
but
been together, no.
you guys have known each other for 10 years.
Yes.
He is the father of what, 2 of your children?
Three.
3 of your children? Is this one of the children he's the father of? No. Okay.
The incident began over a minor disagreement about their child's care. One of their children had vomited, and Maya instructed the father to give the child water to settle her stomach. Instead, he prepared a cup of sweet tea, which Maya deemed inappropriate due to its sugar content. This sparked an argument, with Maya questioning his decision-making. The dispute quickly escalated as he dismissed her concerns, saying he made the drink as a quick solution. Frustrated, Maya told him to leave if he had an issue with her parenting. Initially, he agreed to leave, but then changed his mind, refusing to depart and challenging her to call the police. Maya urged him to leave to avoid further conflict, especially since it was 3 a.m. and their children were asleep. She emphasized that they had resolved similar disputes in the past by taking space, but his refusal to leave intensified the situation.
The kids upstairs sleep. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. We ain't got to argue. We ain't got to be loud. Just leave. Like, we did this shit in the past. I keep telling all the time, when I'm mad, just leave. And then we can talk about this shit later. But no, he want to sit here and ignite the fire and keep talking shit. And keep talking shit instead of leaving my house. So now I start throwing shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house. He's like, well, no, I'm not going over. You're going to call the cops on me. So before I started calling the cops, you guys show up. I'm like, well, look at God.
Okay.
Look at God.
Okay.
As the argument grew more heated, Maya's frustration boiled over. She began throwing household items at him, including plates, silverware, a broom, and anything within reach in her kitchen. She admitted to pouring soda on him as he lay on the floor, further escalating the physical altercation. The father sustained visible bruising on his face from the objects thrown at him, though Maya denied punching or striking him directly with her hands. When questioned by officers, she explained her actions stemmed from his refusal to leave her home, stating, "I was throwing at him to get out of my house."
What do you have all in there?
Just my shoes, little knick-knack shit. Just my shoes and shit.
Can you just take a couple steps back real quick and we'll let you get all that stuff, okay? I just need to speak with him real fast. Ma'am, I never got your name. What's your name?
Maya.
Maya. Okay. Do you have any clothes that you could put on?
For what?
So here's the deal. I'm going to be straight honest with you, okay? And I don't want to do this in front of the kids. Right now, you're going to be placed under arrest for domestic battery, okay?
Police arrived to find a chaotic scene, with broken items scattered across the floor. Maya openly admitted to the officers that she had thrown objects at the father, acknowledging the physical evidence of his injuries and the disarray in her home. The officers informed her that she would be placed under arrest for domestic battery due to her admissions and the visible marks on the father's face. They noted that given his intermittent residency at the home for 6 months, they could not legally force him to leave. To ensure the safety of the children, the officers suggested that the father remain at the residence to care for them while Maya was taken into custody, as removing the children from the home was undesirable.
Yo, leave so I can put my clothes.
So we can't leave, all right? Where are your clothes?
Where are you? I don't know. I got shit all over the house. I'm not gonna, man, move. Y'all just stay right there, stand outside so I can put on some
we're not leaving you at this point, okay? So if you need to go get on clothes...
I can't even leave! I can't even go to my back door, so where am I finna run? Where am I finna run?
I could go get a pair of pants or something for you, sweatpants, whatever it is.
You guys, I hate police here, I swear to God. I hate y'all. You could have left an hour ago. None of this shit would have happened.
Maya reacted with anger and disbelief, feeling that the father had antagonized her throughout the ordeal. She expressed frustration that the officers did not acknowledge his role in escalating the conflict by refusing to leave. As she prepared to leave with the police, she struggled to find clothes and shoes, growing increasingly agitated with the officers' presence. She repeatedly voiced her resentment toward the police, stating, "I hate police here," and accused them of ignoring the father's provocation. The officers remained firm, ensuring she was secured in handcuffs and escorted to a squad car. The process was tense, with Maya resisting their instructions to stop moving, which made adjusting her handcuffs difficult.
Put my shoe on! Stop! I can't put my shoe on! What the fuck? Can I put my shoe on? Like, what is your problem? Do nothing for what?
Nothing but nice to you.
I can't put my shoe on, bro! So I can't put my shoe on! You're in my way! You need to get the fuck out of my way! You need that? Okay, this is on purpose. You're in my way.
father, meanwhile, was allowed to collect his belongings, including shoes and minor personal items, and stay at the residence to care for the children. Maya's frustration peaked as she felt the situation was unfairly resolved in his favor, leaving her to face legal consequences while he remained in her home.
Alright, how am I supposed to put my shoes? I can't even help. What do you mean?
Come on, just go. Nope. We tried so hard to give you an opportunity. We're being nice to you and then you do all this.
Shut the f up. Fucking.
Can you move out the way so we open the door?
Another Jewish can arrest me, man?
Maya was ultimately charged with domestic battery for throwing objects that caused visible bruising to the father and resisting arrest due to her non-compliance with officers' instructions during the arrest process. Reflecting on the incident, Maya might have mitigated the outcome by remaining calm when the police arrived and explaining her actions clearly. Acknowledging her role in the altercation and expressing remorse could have demonstrated cooperation. Additionally, she could have appealed for leniency, highlighting her responsibility for her children's care as all were present in the home. A composed approach might have influenced the officer's handling of the situation, though her admissions and the physical evidence made arrest likely.
Natalie, accused of shoplifting at Walmart, vehemently denies it and claims a setup, but her resistance leads to handcuffs and charges ranging from theft to drug possession.
On April 14, 2024, a tense situation unfolded at a Walmart involving a young woman named Natalie who became embroiled in a confrontation with law enforcement. The incident occurred when Natalie, accompanied by her friend Ryan, was accused of shoplifting from the store, leading to a rapid escalation.
Yeah, that book bag full stuff. How much you looking at? Like 30, 40 bucks? No, more. More? Right, yeah, because what makes it more is this right here.
Natalie had recently faced financial difficulties, having moved out of a rental house due to struggles with rent payments. She mentioned her transient circumstances, including a connection to her stepfather and a golf cart, during a brief interaction with Deputy Gilliard, badge number 6671, from the local sheriff's office. Ryan, present at the scene, recorded the encounter and attempted to support her.
Yeah, I mean, you were never not all set.
Alright, no, it's cool. I don't mind having a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Alright.
What's going on with the golf cart?
No,
it's not broken or anything?
No, it's my dad.
The incident began when store employees identified Natalie as a potential shoplifter, claiming she matched the description of a suspect captured on security footage, including distinctive tattoos. Natalie denied any intent to steal, asserting she had money in hand to pay for the items in her cart, which included boots, tie-dye underwear, and a few other small items. She explained she had only stepped toward the store's exit to check if Ryan was still outside, not to leave with unpaid goods.
No, you're not.
You're going to end up on the ground.
And I'm going to sue you.
No, wait.
So please get your hands off me.
Are you going to put your hands on your back?
He's just detaining you.
The situation intensified when a store employee, described as a short Hispanic man in a blue shirt, attempted to guide Natalie into a back room. She resisted, expressing discomfort and asserting her legal rights. Natalie also accused another woman, Tamara, of being the true culprit, claiming Tamara had set her up. She described Tamara as a blonde woman who had been following her in the store but could not provide specific details about her whereabouts or full identity.
He's not supposed to put his hands on me.
Okay.
Where's your supervisor? Can you get him here?
Literally.
Look, I'm trying.
No, please let me go. You have your hands on me.
No.
Let me go.
You're going to put your hands on
Deputy Gilliard and his colleagues proceeded to detain Natalie for investigation. She argued that a male deputy detaining her violated legal protections and demanded a female deputy and a supervisor, but her requests were not met. The deputy instructed her to place her hands behind her back, warning that non-compliance would result in being taken to the ground. Natalie maintained that the detention was unjust and part of a deliberate setup, noting the body camera recording the interaction.
Put your hands behind your back.
Sir?
Chill.
Put your hands behind your back.
Just chill.
Ryan attempted to calm the situation, urging Natalie to comply to avoid further escalation, but she continued to resist verbally. Eventually, deputies handcuffed her and placed her in a patrol car. Natalie reiterated her innocence, insisting she had not left the store with any unpaid items, and that security footage would support her claim.
You have all of your hands.
I told you several times to put your hands behind your back.
Sir, and you grabbed me, and legally you're not supposed to. I'm a female and you're a male. You're supposed to have a female deputy here.
The deputies estimated the value of the items in Natalie's cart at approximately $50, though the exact amount was uncertain. The store manager expressed intent to prosecute, increasing the pressure on the situation. Deputies questioned Ryan about Tamara and another older woman reportedly involved. Ryan confirmed Tamara's presence but noted she had left their golf cart near Murphy's gas station. He denied any involvement in the theft and supported Natalie's claim that she had not exited the store with unpaid merchandise.
I want to come over here. You're both putting your hands on me. I'm a female. That's against the law.
Violated the law.
I what?
You stole something.
In the patrol car, Natalie expressed frustration, questioning the basis for her detention and asserting the charges were false. She vowed to pursue legal action for what she believed was an unjust arrest. The deputies maintained that her resemblance to the suspect's description justified their actions.
No, but you're going to tell us.
Oh, I am?
Yep.
I definitely did when you asked me. Like you said, it's on camera, correct?
Yeah, no, I was just going to eat dinner.
6601 or something like that? No, 66.
The incident highlighted the complexities of such encounters, with Natalie's claims of a setup by Tamara and the store employee remaining unverified. The deputies adhered to protocol, but faced accusations of overreach. Ryan's support for Natalie underscored their friendship amidst the adversity.
We're going to take one of the handcuffs off so we can take this off. If you resist, you're going straight back in the cuffs, and we're going to cut it off of you.
Cut what off of me?
This bag.
Go for it. I don't give a shit.
Gotta go down.
Best believe you both on camera, and best believe y'all are both gonna get things through it due to the fact of false accusation, setting up a whole fucking innocent female due to one of your police officers.
Natalie was ultimately charged with petite theft for the alleged shoplifting, resisting an officer without violence due to her non-compliance during detention, possession of methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia discovered during a search, and a contraband charge that was later dropped.
Speed Bodycam channel, where we share police bodycam footage. We are a dedicated team focused on creating educational and engaging content about law enforcement. Using AI and advanced technology combined with editing skill, we carefully craft our own authentic videos. Our editing team worked hard to highlight the emotional and real-life challenge officers face every day. Through impactful storytelling, we bring this story to life and share important lessons to raise awareness about the need to respect and comply with law enforcement. Please note that the content we present is not intended to promote or glorify violence, nor to condemn any individual or organization. We share this video for educational purposes, reporting and encouraging compliance with law and law enforcement in your area. Additionally, our bodycam footage is edited for brevity and to comply with YouTube's community guidelines, focusing on journalistic integrity while bringing both entertainment and meaningful lessons. We appreciate YouTube for providing a wonderful platform to reach viewers and share valuable content worldwide. Our audience support is a huge motivation for us to continue producing meaningful content every day, and it means so much to us. Thank you for being a part of the Speed Bodycam community.
That's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.